Hello, hello, hello. I'm back again with another video. It is Friday. It is March the 11th. And I'm back home from Savannah. I'm back in Delaware. We had a safe, travel. We had safe travels back. We got home around midnight or whatnot. Everything's all good. And it was good to, be back in our own space, even though, we both really enjoyed going, to Savannah. We definitely want to make it like our home, you know, very soon. Um, but I'm coming today to do like another kind of update because I'm into my fast day 6 of the liquid fast for the spring equinox. And tomorrow will be 7 full days, so I'm excited about that. I'm almost, um, I've gotten over like the first little, not officially the hump, but I'm 1 week out of the 3 weeks done. So to me, that's cool, and it kind of went fast because of the traveling. It went really, really, really fast. So I just wanted to come today because um, I didn't mention in my last video, but it's kind of interesting because you know I learned about more about letting go and the reason why I was supposed to give like the rose quartz to my mother, not my mother, my grandmother, my nana. Um, but it's kind of interesting because after that we did go to my grandmother's home and where she was staying at before she got really really sick. And she really loves elephants, like I mentioned in the previous video, and I was able to take some home. So here's one of the elephants, and I thought this was really cool how it was made of stone. This is going to go on a personal altar that I'm going to have made. And it's kind of cool because I asked my husband, I was like, can you, because, he sells furniture. And I said, if you find, like a small little table that I could put in the corner, that would be great. He already had it available, so that's a great thing about having a husband that sells furniture. He automatically has something for me. So, and this one stood out to me. This one really called my name. This elephant right here, I thought this was cool. I really like that elephant. It just seems so regal. We're putting this by the books. We're putting this by our kind of like, I guess, our study corner, our book corner, or whatnot. And then this, I'm looking forward to hanging this up. I love this. This is something that you get to hang up. She had this too. And I was just like, yes, I love that. I'm gonna hang that. I want to hang that somewhere downstairs. But I think it's beautiful. But that's something I wanted to share. But back to my, how my fasting has been going. It's been very interesting because I'm traveling, so I have to be more conscious of what I'm making sure that I'm taking the things that I'm supposed to take. The actually eating liquid, so it's not that bad, you know what I'm saying? But it does make me appreciate food more because it's like, it makes you think of like creative ideas, things that you want to make. It just makes you more creative, like just in general. Like, I just want to create something right now. And I'm also on my cycle. I'm on the 3rd day of my cycle. So everything is cool. And I always feel better when my cycle comes. It's like, you're releasing and rebirth or whatnot. So I'm feeling it right now. And also the main thing that I've had issues with is because with the Queen of Foods, which I like about it, is that when I did the other detox supplements, you're taking 5 pills every 2 to 3 hours. So that's easy. You just pop the pill. The biggest thing is just remembering to take it and not forgetting it, which I never forgot. I actually forgot to take it, thankfully. But for this one, It's not, you're really not taking pill supplements. You're more so drinking, like putting things in your maybe juice or your water or whatever like that, or making like a tea or something like that. It's more so that, but still you don't want to forget to do it. And when you're traveling, you have to use the bathroom a whole lot. So that's the only problem that I had, is that I wanted to take, drink the stuff, but I didn't want to keep having to stop, and I kept having to stop to use the restroom, because you have to release. So, so for the most part, I was taking all my supplements. However, there's some times where I didn't take every single thing, like the laxatives, like the pill laxatives. I haven't taken those yet, and I don't think that's really a big deal because I'm still releasing. I'm going to take it tonight or whatever, but I don't think it's a big deal because there's other ingredients that I researched, that a lot of the ingredients that she has on her supplements, they are like laxative. They're like releasing. They help with releasing things anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal to me. And it's not like it says you have to do this. It says if you're on like the 3 day, 7 day, 21 day fast, it's best for the best results. Take this, it may say take this 3 times a day. And for the most part, the ones that I have to drink 3 times a day, I do. But if I don't, it's not a big deal. I might do it twice a day. That was yesterday. I did take. There was twice a day the green formula #1. You normally do that 3 times a day. I only took it twice a day that day yesterday, and then like there's one called Breath of Life where it has like one of the main. It's really strong, so it's good to drink it with water. But it's like you take drops and you put it in your water. And I was drinking so much fluids, and I was traveling the road, and I was like, man, I can't. Excuse me. I can't be drinking all of this. We're never gonna get home. So after a certain time, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just not right now. If we get home and I feel like, drinking it, then I will. But by the time I got home, I was just like, I'm going to bed. I didn't feel like doing all of that. So I'm just here to say that don't feel like you have to do, what it says on the bottle. Do what your body tells you to do or whatever. But today I really did. I did everything or whatever like that. So, which is all good. And I took a great bath today. I'm doing this intensive with Nubia Sutton call. Um, it's all about the womb, and it's all about taking care of that womb of yours. And I feel like it's so interesting. And if you're interested in joining that intensive, it's still available. The last day to sign up is today. It is the bomb, and the sisterhood is so great. But you can go to her website at theblackberrybeauty.com, or go to Nubia I Sutton 1 on YouTube, and you can find her. Nubia I Sutton #1. Go to YouTube and search her, and you'll find all her videos, and like go to her most recent videos, and you'll see that she talks about it. Her most recent intensive, but I take baths, but she showed the way how she takes her baths, and it gave me definitely ideas on things to incorporate, and it was amazing. I really focused on all my chakras or whatever, and chakras are pretty much like energy centers, and it's important for your chakras to be in at a balance so that it can flow the body. The energy can flow, smoothly throughout your body. I know that in the past I've definitely had more issues with grounding, but when it came to like my higher chakras, it was easier for me to be connected to that. But it's amazing, like when I was doing, little rituals and doing the affirmations, doing my own affirmations with the chakras in the bathtub, I noticed intuitively which ones did not work for me. I mean, which ones I needed to work on more I understood. The ones that I need to work more on, like focus more on, was my my the second chakra, dealing with the womb or and creativity and sexuality and things like that. That womb, the sacral, that one definitely, um, I need to focus more on there, and my throat chakra, which makes sense. I'm learning that it's important to speak, to have a voice and to speak up and to, to share my thoughts and feelings and things like that. So it made sense to me, and it's interesting because I'm in the intensive. It's all about the womb, and I'm really focused on doing womb work on my, myself. So it's very interesting. And one of the things that Nubia brought up was the fact that um, that this is that the and it's funny because my friend in Savannah, um, me and my husband, we went to our friends who live in Savannah. We went to their house, and my friend gave me this scarf, which I thought was interesting because Nubia mentioned that because this scarf to me is kind of orangey. Some people may say it's pink. To me, it's more orange. So it's interesting that the womb is associated, the sacral chakra is associated more so with the womb and creativity. And I thought that was so interesting. And she gave this to me. I thought it was very sweet of her. She gave this to me. She was like, "This is for your journey," because she knows that I'm like fasting right now and things. She's like, "I'm very inspired by what you do." So I really appreciate that because, you know, you, I don't. I'm just making videos or whatever, not like that. I don't know who really be watching them, but I felt really, special about that. So that's why I'm wearing this now. And I think that it's just interesting that this color is kind of orangey color, and I'm focusing more on taking care of the womb and the things like that. And this color is kind of orange, and it's associated with the womb. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I'm like, I felt really inspired after going to their house to create things like, because I'm not really like a art like a I don't really paint or do anything with arts and crafts that much, and I really want to get more into doing that. Just to tap into that part of myself. You know, so that definitely was an inspiration. I definitely was inspired by that. I had a good time at their house or whatnot. Um, but yeah, that's one of the things that stood out to me. I'm trying to think of anything else, but I just feel really good right now. I feel very relaxed. I feel very creative. Like I need to write some things down. I'm already thinking about things that I want to make when I'm off the fast. Like that's what happens when you're doing stuff like this. I'm trying to tell you, when you're doing stuff like that, it makes you real creative. It makes you more focused. And one of the things that I noticed because I went home, so and I'm fasting, so you notice food even more. You notice the things even more. Even when as a raw eating raw vegan, you notice this type of stuff. But I notice it even more, like the food, how cheap it is to eat just any and everything, how cheap it is just to eat that. Like, and how it just in your face. So it's so easy to get sucked into that. And it just makes me think of like how we deal with our feelings and things like that, because I know one of the ways I dealt with it was by eating things that comforted me. So it makes you think about that. It makes you think about when you get off the fast, how you're going to eat, and it makes you just reflective of life. So that's one of the things I love about the fast, is that how it creates a shift in you, and you learn something new about yourself, and it's a very beautiful thing. So that's all that I wanted to share for now. I don't really have anything major to talk about. Besides, that I'm doing okay, and I did really good considering the fact that we, travel. I could have easily succumbed to some, eating something solid or whatever like that, even though it's still healthy. I could, But I'm on a mission, and this is what I intend to do. Because this is definitely helpful for me and my well-being. So that's all for now, and thank you so much for watching, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.